Good morning, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Watching the World. We're covering the Sean Diddy Combs trial every day of the trial, that is. And I just arrived to Grand Central Station, day 17 of the trial. And this is New York City. All right, so for those of you that have never been here before, you could easily get your tickets. Plenty of ATMs to get that bread. And it's very simplistic as to navigate and get around. This is Grand Central Station, people. What an easy way to travel. This is a vast building. And there's many levels. I know that the building looks vast, but believe me, as you go down, there's many more levels. There's plenty of restaurants even inside of Grand Central. You can see there's many people from all walks of life going to their various destinations. They have an Apple store here also. And we'll go out and get a quick street view. But this place is like the hub of New York City as far as people coming in and out, getting to the airports, going upstate, and getting to other parts of perhaps even Connecticut. You can go out to Connecticut and so forth. So let's have a look, see what's happening today. I know a lot of people say they enjoy seeing New York live, especially those of you who've been here before, lived here before, and even live here now. All right, so here we go. This is the street view. Today court starts at 11. So I'm not in a hurry to get there and stay in line. I don't even know why. I talked to the upper management yesterday and I was like, listen, why we gotta stand in line all the way to 11? They want us to actually get into this I call it the pre-line at 7:30. Then we just gotta stand there. So I wore some good shoes. Should have brought a chair, but it is what it is. So there's plenty of restaurants. Oh, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right there. I always go to the one around the corner. I'm tired of Starbucks. I can't do Starbucks today. I'm starting to dream about Starbucks. I'm drinking so much of that. I'm not a fan of Starbucks. I like Dunkin' Donuts. So. All right, New York City, folks. And so now I'm going to go down and get on the train. Yesterday, it was a big problem for this trial, and I've been there every day. I found out yesterday that the government and the defense is following not only my channel and seeing what we're saying, but pretty much everybody in the courtroom. So they're monitoring what we're saying, trying to get a feel of how the case is going, because especially those that have been in the courtroom every day like myself, they want to know what we think, because in a way it's kind of a 13th, 14th, 15th juror. We've been sitting there every day. I guess they gauge how this thing is going. So now I'm very careful what I say, but I'm still telling the truth. I'm not afraid, I have a right to my opinion, but I want to be careful. I don't want to say anything that would harm someone. So, but at any rate, with that being said, yesterday was a turning point. At lunch, when I was on Sinetta's channel, I said that I felt like the prosecutors had an edge on the case. But when we went in the afternoon, and I still think they have a solid case, don't get me wrong. But yesterday, the witness was explosive to me, because Cassie had talked about her, and also other witnesses that came, and also victims such as Mia. Mia's identity got out because people want to be the first online to, put things out. But the prosecutors came down and they're actually going after people in the courtroom that are actually putting out her identity. And listen, this is the Southern District of New York, and this is federal. Just because you think you live far away, they can still come and get you, believe me. So they're very serious about this new victim coming in today. They call her Jane Doe. And so they're setting the stage that if anybody try to put out her identity, I think they're going to go really hard on you. So, but at any rate, getting back to the trial yesterday. So Jane Doe comes today and she'll give her testimony. They're going to try to hide her identity again. They're taking even more measures to do so. But the girl that came in yesterday, so we're back on the street again. This is just another view. A little further down. The girl that testified yesterday, basically, she came on just as the other victims, and she was talking about how Diddy was dangling her over the balcony. Remember the rumor about Suge Knight dangling Vanilla Ice over the balcony, allegedly? Well, she came in and told this similar story, so we're all like, oh my goodness. She's telling it. Well, under cross-examination, Westmoreland, which is Diddy's black female attorney, I'm telling you, she's sharp. I've never seen anything quite like her. And she's on point, and she really broke the witness testimony down. And the girl started to admitting, basically, that her and Cassie had put together this story. So basically what they did was, when Cassie filed her suit, she reached back out to Cassie. Give me 1 second, y'all, I'm sorry. She reached out to Cassie, and she claims in court that they started to put their stories together. And so they were debating on, okay, are we saying it happened at the apartment? Oh, my apartment has a balcony. Oh, the hotel? No, I didn't have it at the hotel. The hotel has a balcony. So they really structured the whole story. And everybody in the audience, guys, excuse me for a second. I have to add more funds to my Metro card. Give me 1 second. Let's take a pause here. I'll be right back to you to finish telling you about how crazy this stuff is. You'd think the government would have a handle on it, but I don't understand how this works. It doesn't mean they won't win, because it is the government, and believe me, you don't want to mess with the government. I'm almost done here. Give me 1 second. Fill this card up. So it usually costs $2.90 basically each way. So they're doing this every day. It freezes through. So sometimes I have to recharge. And again, this is my own commitment that I made to cover this trial. I do represent various channels, so you'll see me all over the place, such as Law and Crime. I'll be back on there after Jane testifies. That was big for me because usually my audience has been, what's that? Harlem? Where are you trying to go? Where in Harlem are you trying to go? Huh?
¿En dónde queda la estación?
I don't speak Spanish, I'm sorry. North White Plains. Oh, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Go back up the stairs. You're trying to go to White Plains?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to take the Metro North, all right? So go upstairs.
Arriba?
Yep, and you'll see in the middle there'll be a booth. Go ask the guy how you can get to the booth. Just like that booth there in the middle of the floor. Just go up there and ask for help, okay? They'll lead you there. All right, thank you. Have a good day. All right, so I'm about to get on the train, and then I'll tell the story. As you can see, there's many distractions here, but this is what it is. And so I'm gonna take it's that train. Oh well. Well, that's the 6th train. I don't want to take that anyway. It stops at every stop, Chinatown and all that. I don't want to go there. So I'll take the and right here. What do you know? I'm gonna lose guys once I go down the get on the subway and start going down. But I'll be right back on, and I'll show you who's at court so far in line. My usual thing.
The next stop is 14th Street, Union Square.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right, guys, I'll be back on.